out there, grand afternoon to people out there, grand evening, wherever you at. Peace to you, blessings to you, wherever you at on this earth. Excuse me for that. Now I'm gonna just talk about a little bit of world problems, the Knicks, few situations, Well, I want to say this about the Knicks. I really want to get this out the way because this will be the ongoing story. And it's like, I don't think that people, I'm not going to say I don't think that people watch basketball, but I don't think that a lot of people know what they're talking about. Even a lot of NBA players that used to play, because I'm seeing where a lot of people are just like not saying the truth. And I don't get it. To me, I don't get it. Where you have people see things, but they don't do nothing about it. For the example, where I'm talking about Jalen Brunson, we have 24 seconds in the NBA on the shot clock. If he holds the ball for 17 seconds of the shot clock, how much minutes, sorry about that. How much seconds is left? That's just 7 seconds left on the shot clock for anybody on the Knicks, the 4 other players, and they have to scramble now. If you're a good shot, you're a good shot. If you're a good shooter, you're a good shooter. Okay, and you're going to get the ball, you're going to catch, you're going to pop it. But one thing that I see him doing is he's holding the ball for 12 seconds. He's holding the ball for 10 seconds. He's holding the ball for 9 seconds. And I'm going to say this again. As a point guard, you're supposed to dish the ball, man. You're supposed to drop that ball to different teammates. And like the thing is, I am not seeing his court vision. Okay? Because a point guard is supposed to have court vision. A point guard is supposed to be the coach on the floor. And I do not see that in him. Josh Hart and OG Anunoby show more leadership on the floor than Jalen Brunson do. And the thing is, in Knicks Nation or Knicks fandom, you can't say bad things about Jalen Brunson because his family is intertwined with the organization. Leon Rose, the general manager, is his godfather. Him and Rick Brunson are good friends. And the thing is, he could keep that ball in his hand and not that much people on the Knicks team or nobody will say anything to him at all. Nobody ain't gonna say nothing. The other night when we won the game, even though I don't even really count that win. That's not a win. Yeah, we got a win, but to me, I don't even count that win because we played like trash. Okay, the Knicks played like trash. And if you know the Knicks, you know how the Knicks will have their good days, they'll have their bad days. We don't need no more of them good and bad days, Knicks. You need to play. Because the teams that's not playing, they not playing with the Knicks. And I'm going to say it straight raw like this. We got to stop playing hope basketball. Stop playing from behind. And when we get a lead, stop dropping the lead. Hold it down. Hold the fort down. Even if we're in somebody else's hometown. Hold the lead down. This is basketball, and I'm going to say this. A lot of teams in the NBA, they know what the Knicks are going to do. They know what the Knicks are going to do. So if we don't switch it up and just passing the ball to Jalen Brunson, because if you let OG Anunoby be free, he's a better scorer. He's a better player than Jalen Brunson. If you let Mikal Bridges be free, he is a better player than Jalen Brunson. But we go through this systematic program where everybody got to go with what everybody say, because if you go against it, you're the crazy one. No. Cat is a better player than Jalen Brunson. I don't get all this Jalen Brunson hype. He's an average player. Average. And I am so glad Tom Thibodeau kept him on the bench and put Deuce in the game. Okay? Because you hurt the Knicks. Some people be saying, oh, he got us all the way here. No, he didn't. It was a team effort. Coaches too. One monkey don't run no show. For real. Talking about Jalen Brunson got the Knicks here. No. All of this started too from years ago as well. See, they don't want to give Carmelo Anthony no credit. They don't want to give Marbury no credit. And they don't want to give Amari Stoudemire no credit. Those are three people that said they was rebuilding the Knicks when they came. Okay? Jalen Brunson ain't better than none of them. And that's just like, it's just so sad when, like, if you don't go along with people, you the rotten one out. Well, you know what? All my life, I love to be the rotten one out. I love to be the one that don't go with what everybody go with. I love to stand across the street when everybody is in the middle of the street. Pass the ball. Okay? If Tom Thibodeau start Deuce McBride first, or Landry Shamet, or even Dylan Wright, we have a better chance. You can make Jalen Brunson come in the game at the 7-minute mark of the first quarter. And I'm not calling Tom Thibodeau a bad coach like all of the Knicks fans will call him. He's not a bad coach. He's a good coach. He's a coach that plays his way. I wonder how, like, fans think they're coaches. A lot of these fans think they're coaches and they ain't never coach a game. They ain't never play a game. Just be a fan and watch the game, okay? Do your little screaming, your little yelling, your little cheering. But don't act like you're a coach or a player, okay? Don't. Stay in your little fan position in your fan box, okay? Stay there, because it ain't going to work. Now, the Knicks, Game 4, we are in Indiana still on Tuesday night. I know we ain't going to change the way we play as the New York Knicks, because you're going to see a couple of bumps and bruises in Game 4. Big up, Elder. Big up, Elder. Open-minded. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Much respect, man. Thank you for being in the building. Thank you. I appreciate your energy and your time. Now, I know, and I could be wrong on this, but I'm saying 50-50. I'm drawing this down to 50-50. Will Tom Thibodeau bench Jalen Brunson for the start of Game 4? And would he start Dylan Wright or even Deuce McBride? I know he ain't going Landry. He ain't going to start in. Tom Thibodeau is a coach that he has his own way. And the thing is, what I don't like with people in their own opinions, if you was a coach, you'll do the same thing. You're a coach your way, and you wouldn't want people to tell you how to coach your team. Okay? I don't got a problem with how Tom Thibodeau coached the Knicks. He's the coach of the team. Okay, like, and the people that are fans and the other people that's talking, you're not there when they're practicing. So you don't know how he run his game. You just see what he does on game night. You know, people always talk about Tom Thibodeau runs his players down to the ground. Well, you don't hear people complaining about it. And if he ran them to the ground, right? Let's be honest. Let's be honest and be real. He ran the New York Knicks all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals, okay? He ran them all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals. Brunson needs to start on the bench. I'm going to keep saying it. He dribbles way too much. Yes, he does. You know, you got nice footwork. You got a nice little crossover and all that. You got a nice little dip-dap. But when you are hurting your team in a professional sport or even a college sport or even any sport or even in life, when you are hurting your family or hurting the team and you don't realize it, that's a problem. Because I'm going to be real. He may think he's the best player on the Knicks. I don't think so. And that's just my honest opinion. That's on my grandmother's graveyard. That's on my floor. I do not believe he's the best player on the Knicks. Cat is the best player on the New York Knicks. Okay? I'm not with the hype. You feel me? He's a good player. But I'm not with the hype. I'm not with the hype. I don't like to go along with what everybody goes along with. I don't like that. I like to stand on my side of the street. Now, okay, hold on. What point guards dribble 37 times before passing or shooting? And that's the thing I'm saying, open-minded. Some people like to take up for him. And I try my best not to, get on him too much. Like, I'm getting on him. But it's like, come on, man. I watch over 100 games with you doing the same thing. Okay? I watch over 100 Knicks games with him doing the same dribble positions, the same handle. Don't you think if we're watching that on TV, that teams are not looking at you? The teams that watch video, the teams that watch things that other point guards gonna do, and you're very easy to read as a point guard. I'm gonna be real, cause if I was playing, I'll take the ball from you 1,000,000 times with one hand. That's why I don't get the defense nowadays in the NBA. It's like some people are playing defense soft, and the referees are calling too much. The NBA got way too soft. That's why some of these NBA players, they wouldn't be able to last really hard in street ball. They wouldn't be able to play it. They wouldn't. Because the things they get away with the referees save these players every game. Whether it's the playoffs, whether it's the regular season. And for people to call him the star player of the Knicks, to me, I'm going to always say it sounds nice. But it's not true. Because you got people like OG playing hard. He had an injury last year, but he came back this year and played for the Knicks. He played out for the Knicks. Okay? He playing for that money. He playing for the team. He playing for the city. Mikal Bridges. Yeah, Deuce my boy, man. For real. Deuce all day. Deuce come. Let me read your comment, open-minded. Excuse me. Deuce my favorite player. He has heart and he does his job. And that's like in basketball, you may have people that's talented. You may have people that's skillful. You may have people that got a good drive to just keep going. But that's one thing I always played with when I played basketball is with heart. I don't care how big you was. I don't care how tall you was. I don't care how fat you was. I don't care how skillful people told you, said you was. I'm going to still stand right there and I'm going to play you. Your skills or whatever you got is not bigger than my heart. You know, and I watched Mr. Jalen Brunson miss a lot of shots that he's supposed to make, that a superstar player is supposed to make. I'm going to just keep on putting it up on there. Overrated, overrated, overrated. Okay? Overrated. Because a person like Mikal Bridges, he's not on point every game. But you know what? When we surely need Mikal Bridges, sometimes he surely pops in and does his thing. Okay? Because in Mikal Bridges' heart, he know that he's one of the best players on the Knicks. But he has to run and he has to play through the program. Okay? Cat, this is what I'm going to say. If Jalen Brunson had a point guard mentality, he will look to pass the ball to Cat in the post. Okay? Because there's nobody on the Indiana Pacers could stop Cat. Miles Turner, yes, he could put a body against Cat. But as you've seen from game 1, 2, and 3, yes, Cat may get into a little foul trouble. He needs to deal with that and he needs to handle that. But when Cat is not in foul trouble, Cat is doing 70% of his best and trying to help us win. Okay? That is our big body man that could play ball. He could shoot threes. He could dribble. He could take you in and out. And let's be honest, his shooting percentage as a three-point shooter is better than Mr. Jalen Brunson. Okay? Jalen Brunson, you don't need to be shooting no threes. Because I watch him shoot a lot of threes that I say, oh no, here he goes. Cat should average a high double-double if Brunson do his job. Thank you. Oh my God. Let me tell you something. Cat could snatch 10 rebounds every game. Cat could get 20 points. That's easy. And let me see, with all of that, right? For people that don't have basketball sense or basketball IQ, for a big man in the NBA, Cat can pass the ball very well. Okay? Very well. Cat could pass the ball. He could dish the rock, as we say. Now, I'm going to get to another player. The heart of the Knicks. Josh Hart. Josh Hart get in there and he does his job. He clock in every day. And he does his job. If they tell him to work overtime, he will work them extra 2 hours overtime. And he's not a star player. But you know what? He got heart. As his last name says. He got heart. He played. That's what... I never really liked that superstar name stuff in any sport. I don't like that. Yeah, Hart, as Open Minded said, Hart got heart. That's my guy. And he's a player. I never really liked the superstar names in sports. You know, because everybody always want to jock on the superstar, whether it's female sports or whether it's male sports. But the so-called underdog never gets respect. The one that put their head down and just get there and do their job, like Kawhi Leonard. You know? He don't look for all of that superstar stuff. Like Tim Duncan. They don't look for superstar stuff. They just get in there, clock in, and do their job. That's why I have to say, I'm going to make a little sidebar right here. Shout out to the San Antonio Spurs. Shout out to St. Croix. Now, people always be talking about the best ever, right? I don't care. People will say, yeah, Tim Duncan is one of the best power forwards of all time. Let me correct many people out there. He's one of the best NBA players of all time. Because if we counting by rings, right, the last time I checked, Big Timmy got 5. Okay? Big Timmy got 5. But popular people will say that he's not better than LeBron or Dwayne Wade or people with less rings or Kevin Durant. It's a team sport. If you want to play one-on-one, play tennis. You're right about that. And that's what I don't get about people that don't see the team in it. Like, you cannot. If you're thinking you're going to play 1 versus 5, you're going to lose every day. I don't care whether you RIP to Kobe. I don't care if you Kobe, LeBron, or Jordan, or even Melo. You cannot take all of that pressure, because you will not. That a team will single you out, and they will see what your team is doing, just feeding you the ball. Or if you just getting the ball, trust me, they gonna single you out and they gonna lock you down. In basketball, I don't know if other people think, but when you keep on scoring on people and people have common sense on the other side, they're gonna lock you down. They're gonna stop you from scoring. Okay? Okay, Timmy, my guy, very humble and does his job. And that's the thing right there. A lot of people, it's probably 10 times or 12 times in Tim Duncan's whole career you ever seen him get angry on the court. You don't really see Tim Duncan show any emotions or anything. He may show like the love of the game in basketball, passion, but you don't see him angry. Okay, it takes a lot to get Tim Duncan angry. And I will run back a little random too, you know. For people that see people in this world that's peaceful and they get angry, leave them alone, okay? Because it takes a lot for a peaceful person to get there. And when they get there, even them themselves sometimes don't know how they got there. But trust me, they don't want to be there, so you should leave them. Okay. 90s Detroit would have hurt Brunson. Now the NBA soft. Oh, well, shit. That boy would have been like, and this is the sad thing, people don't like to talk the truth about sports. The 90s Detroit Pistons, that boy would have had a broken elbow, or his knee would have been messed up, or, I'm sorry to say, because now I'm seeing a lot with Jalen Brunson, he got weak ankles like Steph Curry had. Okay, and God bless him, and I wish him all the health, you know, but I am watching something about his ankles, you know, his ankles are they're very soft and they're very tender, you know, to where he have to watch it with his ankles, and that's the same thing that happened with Steph Curry, and I'm not saying he's going to become no Steph Curry shooter, but just watch your ankles, because your ankles are very important in basketball or any sport. Now, I'm going to get to my boy Mitchell Robinson. Yes. If I can remember, I think Mitchell Robinson been on the Knicks for like 6 years now. I couldn't play with Brunson. I love the game and I don't like a ball hog. You're right, open-minded, because to be honest with you, if I played with him, I'm sorry, Ja, but me and him would have had to fight. Because the first game that we lost and he was on my team, we would have had to fight. If any shape or form he messed up the game, we would have had to fight. If he didn't do it, I'm not going to blame you. But if you messed up a game that we were supposed to win, me and Jalen Brunson, we would have had to get into it. Because watching him play, I'm going to be honest, I see so much players open, and even watching other teams. I watch other teams, and yes, some people be open, but this is when you watching your team and you seeing situations with your team. That's not good. Because I said this in the regular season. I hope he wake up. But It seems like he's still sleeping in his slumber. It seems like he's still comfortable with the pillow. Excuse me, facts. Me and him would have an issue. No, because it's like you. I don't know what people think when they could, like, when you jeopardize the team, you jeopardize the team, okay? It's your fault. Plain and simple. When you jeopardize what's going on in the game, it's your fault. It's no time for, like, oh, I didn't do that. No, you jeopardize the game. You jeopardizing the team. So it doesn't matter for you to argue. You should just, like, really take responsibility, and next game, see where you could make better. Okay? And I hope game 4 he makes better in fixing the stuff that he's doing. I hope so. I really hope so. Cause I don't get it. I don't get it. You know, cause like people want to play superstar ball, but like it ain't is like it's not that much people in the world that is Kobe, LeBron, Jordan, or even Tim Duncan. You not like, and that's the thing. They gave him. I don't care about numbers. You know, like it's a difference between numbers or stats and the real game. And what I'm seeing nowadays is where people are making numbers more valuable than the game itself. Like, man, let me tell you something. And this is why a lot of people from the 80s and the 90s generation, they really have a problem with what you call LeBron James. You know, because LeBron, yeah, he may have all the good numbers, but LeBron James ain't never played through things that the 90s players played through. He ain't never faced defense that the 90s players faced. Nowadays, the NBA got too soft. I watch players in the 90s get knocked out of the air. You get knocked out of the air now, it's a flagrant foul. Back then, it was a regular foul. A flagrant foul had to be like, you know, you throwing hands or something. Nowadays, if you throw hands, they suspend you. They taking the game too soft. You know, like, yeah, Jordan rule. You know, like, you can't, like, and this is the sad thing. Anybody that's a superstar player on a team, they go through the lane, and nobody ain't even touching them, and I'm watching referees blow whistles. I don't like that. Because it's killing the game. Like, basketball and football is a contact sport. Whether you like it or not, you gon' get hit. If you don't like it, go home and watch the game. Don't play basketball or don't play football or don't play any contact sport. Because nowadays, I watch a lot of NBA players. They cry for the referee to save them. How you going to cry for the referee to save you? So what did you do in street ball when you play street ball? Don't tell me you play organized ball all your life. Like, for because even in the AAU circuit, the referees save a lot of people. Okay, like, I just don't like some referees, and especially the crooked refs. Okay? The crooked referees, I don't like them, and regular refs, I don't like them either. Because they save a lot of star players that don't even need to get saved. You know? You save people that don't even need to get saved. If it was a regular court, they wouldn't get that call. Play handball if you don't want to get touched. That's correct. And even handball is you know, hard body. Because if you try to knock that ball back against the wall and somebody in your way, you ain't gonna move them hard, but you're gonna be like, come on, get out of my way. You feel me? I'm trying to get that next slap. You know, excuse me, you know, had to get a drink of water. I just don't like, I don't like soft sports because I messed up my legs playing basketball, and I remember days playing on sprained ankles. And trust me, only thing saved me from playing on a sprained ankle was holding the pain in and gum. Okay? Chewing on gum and holding the pain in until I get home. I don't get the softness in sports nowadays. Y'all get paid millions of dollars for something that we played hundreds of dollars for, or some of us played for free. You know? We played for free, or we played for hundreds of dollars, you know? I don't get when superstars or big caliber players argue, and then they argue over calls that they know the referee. You know the referee got your back. You know, whether it's on the NFL field too. You know, the referees got the big players back, and depending on how Vegas is running, they got the team back too. You know? I played basketball in the summer, 7th and 8th grade. 7th to 8 games with no water. Well, I'm going to be honest to you, open-minded. I played like probably 6 games a day. But I'm going to be honest, I did have water and Gatorade. I'm not going to stand on here and say, because that was like I had my superstition in playing basketball back then. I need my water, my juicy fruit gum, and my Gatorade. You know? And I'm good. Those 3 things, I'm good. You know, like, that's how I played, you know? But that's real balling right there, you know? Play 7 games with no hydrations. I give it up to you, open-minded, because I think I could do that, but I don't know the end road to that if I ever try to attempt to do that. I don't know. I know I will probably be on the floor dying for water, you know, but I ain't never do it yet. Probably I'll try it one day. Okay. New York Knicks and the Indiana Pacers tomorrow. Let's even up this series. You know, shout out to the whole Knicks team. Shout out to the Pacers. This ain't how people say. I'm from the old school. We couldn't bring mama's cup outside this before bottled waters. Oh yeah. Okay. I got you. Say no more. I got you. I overstand. For real. But that's ride or die though, you know? And that's real. Even when saying stuff like that, man. I'm gonna get on that in a little while too, you know? Of touching on the mamas. Cause I'm not with the disrespect of people I don't care who it is. One thing I don't like is I'm universal when it comes to respect and disrespect. Okay? But I'm gonna get on my next topic right now. Remy Martin and Papoose. Now, many people could get mad at what I'm about to say, but I'm going to be honest and politically correct. I could care less, okay? Because when you see something for a while going on and you keep on like saying, yo, watch it, don't do that, chill, calm down, slow down, and people don't listen and people don't take heed to it. See, a lot of people will say, oh, Remy and Pap done bad. Nah, Remy and Pap ain't do bad. Remy and Pap ain't do bad at all. This gets to the point where the hood did bad. Okay, the so-called ghetto did bad. Our so-called black people did bad. Okay, because people don't want to say there's no right or wrong way to live, right? But Black America in America We have to start to do better, okay? Because I am tired of people glorifying the street and thinking that the street defines all of us. Let me talk to my people in the hood, okay? Because just because you do ignorance don't make you tough. I'm going to say it again. Just because you do ignorance don't make you tough. Just because you do nonsense don't make you better than somebody else, okay? And I seen it for years upon years upon years. Because it's sad when you try to save some of your brothers and sisters from jail. It's sad when you try to save some of your brothers and sisters from the downcline and the decline in life. And then, when you talk about life itself, people do not like to deal with situations of how they're supposed to be dealt with. And what do he mean by that? What do I mean by that? Every time I watch a so-called black celebrity that's married or in a relationship have issues on the internet, you know what I think about? I think about the same thing. Look at how we act on the internet to each other in front of public. Okay? I'm going to say it again. Look at how we act on the internet to each other in front of public. Now, I watch since I could remember. Okay? I watch black people disrespect each other. Watch black people treat each other like sugar, honey, ice, tea. If you take those words, you get what I mean. Now, for years and years, people will say, yeah, we treat each other like nonsense, but we treat other people good. Yeah. Now, let me tell you. If everybody that knows that whether you want to be a street person, whether you want to be a regular person, whether you want to be a 9-to-5 person, because I watch us disrespect each other in many different ways where we don't care for each other. Okay? Like I watch people that call themselves conscience diss on people that's in the street. I watch people that call themselves street people talk about people that's working. I watch us diss each other in so much ways. I watch us judge each other in so many different ways, and I'm not with that. Okay, because when I say I love my black people, I'm not ashamed to say I love my black people. What is wrong with my black people when nowadays they want to side with everybody else and are scared to say they love their people? I don't care about no gangs. I don't care about no scammers. I don't care about no thugs. I don't care about that. I care about the people. Because what you call yourself is what you call yourself. But what you are is what you are. And that's the thing about my brothers and sisters. Just because she called herself a stripper, she's still a black woman. Just because he called himself a gangbanger, he ain't a black man no more. Just because he's scamming, he ain't a black man no more. And this is where I say people got it messed up. Because when you got problems in the world, everybody will like to say we all people. No, we all are not people when everybody don't want to overstand situations. Okay? We are not all people. And this is why I say I don't like the fake and nonsense in the world. Because when people are ready to divide, people are ready to divide. The world is divided already. Okay? Let's not sugarcoat this and let's not put some gloss on this. Let's not play with this. That's one thing I don't like is playing games with real life. I don't care how bad you want to be in this world, but let's be real. How bad is being bad when you know what's the real problems going on, but you stay in a corner? Okay? And if I want to be correct, I'm going to be politically correct. All the black gangs we got in America, why none of y'all ain't never step up to people that really hate black people? But when I speak like this, I'm the one. I am the one that sound like a terrorist. I'm the one that sound extreme. But the thing is, this is why I say you do not ever mix a gangster with a revolutionary leader. Because the thing is, that gangster won't save that revolutionary leader life. But that revolutionary leader will take his life for that gangster to live. Okay? Let me say it again. That gangster, he will not save a revolutionary life. But that revolutionary person will take his life for that gangster and his family to live. It had a time when we was in America, and I'm speaking about America. I'm speaking about black people in America, okay? And if you want to know why I have so much emotions of speaking about this, because this is real to me. It always been real to me, and it ain't never been a joke to me. Okay? When I say I don't joke about my people standing up, and I don't joke about my people seeing better, I don't joke about it. It's real to me. Okay? It's not a game. But when some people think it's a game, I don't know what to think about those. Okay? I don't hate them, but I don't know what to think about them because they're not on the same frequency as me. Okay? They're not on the same frequency. Now, excuse me for a minute. Let me read the comments. I'm about the babies. I fight for them because they can't fight for themselves. And that's correct. Shout out to you, open-minded. Real talk. A title don't define who you are. Now, I will drop a little let me see. I will drop a little how could I put this? I'll drop a little season on that right now, open-minded, of what you say. A title don't define who you are. Now, in some ways it could. Because you got to understand, and this is where I'm going to go deep. Our people that was beaten down in America in slavery, right? They was weak down to the core. Okay? Our people was beaten down in America to the core. We was left with nothing. Okay? We was left with nothing. Now, for one person to give one person shine and say you got it and you will be it. Back then, we had love for each other where we knew we all came out of something. We all came out of a bondage. And it had a time where black people knew that we wasn't going to beat other black people down in America. It had a time where black America, it was a shame for you to go against another black person inside the black community. When you have a title, as in leader, or as in father, or as in mother, you have to live that title. Some people just have titles, but with no background behind that title. Because you could be a father, right? You can have a baby, but it ain't about the name. It's about what you're doing. Did you take that baby to school? Did you change them diapers? Is you doing good to that baby's mother? That's the father doing the deeds. Or that's a leader doing the deeds that you're supposed to do. Being a mother, nurturing your kids, taking care of your kids, taking care of your house. Because some people got these titles, but they don't even really live up to these titles. You know, they don't live up to these titles at all, and it's very sad. It's sickening and it's sadistic, you know, because you have people all over in America and the world that are holding titles with no weight. Okay? And the world is letting that slide nowadays where people have titles and it doesn't hold no weight. I never got that and I never will get that. A title is supposed to be heavy that you hold. Okay? If you got a title, you're supposed to hold that title down. I wouldn't call myself a Rasta, or I wouldn't call myself a black man, or I wouldn't call myself a leader, or I wouldn't call myself anything that doesn't hold weight behind it. You know? Okay, what's my next topic I'm going to get to? Remy and Pap. Alright, I'm going to draw back on this situation. Remy and Papoose, y'all been married, or should I say together for a good 15 years now, right? Everybody watched y'all when the mixtape era was good. You know, everybody thought y'all was like, yeah, the hood couple, more than Jay-Z and Beyonce. You know, we had one from Brooklyn, we had one from the Bronx, you know? One's from Brownsville, one from Castle Hill, you know? We thought we had the best of both worlds, right, people? Yeah, but I'm going to say this, because this is going to keep on hurting our people. When we don't learn and when we don't teach each other, we're going to keep on repeating the same things. And what happens to people in our communities when they break up? He was never nothing. She was never nothing. I never liked it, you, this and that. As you see both of them doing. And the thing is, you're the worst person in the world. She's the worst person in the world. As I say, man, what are we teaching each other in the black community if we can't learn from our so-called mistakes? Huh? What are we teaching each other? You know, because I want to get to another point, too, that I'm getting sick of. And I'm seeing it all over the internet. And I'm seeing it on TikTok. And it even was brought up the other day at my job. But as I say, I watch a lot of people try to divide people. I watch a lot of people try to divide black people. I watch a lot of people try to divide people. And I don't care how people think about me or what people say. I know the truth, and I know nonsense is nonsense. If you got hate in your heart, why would I try to make you love somebody that got love in their heart? Okay? Because there's people out here in the world that will try to make others look bad. You cannot make others define others, okay? You must make people define themselves. Now, Remy and Pap, y'all had kids from your side, Rem, and you had your kids from your side, Pap. But within them kids, y'all had a little girl. And like me and my brother was there talking about this the other day. I said, that's the sad part about it. I said, that's the sad part about it. You know, like, they got kids on both sides. And then y'all share a kid together. Destruction is destruction. Okay? Because the way the world running now, Papoose and Remy Martin may never sit down and have a civil conversation again. And this is what I'm meaning about the nastiness, because sometimes I'm going to be honest to you. The self-hate that we show each other as black people, shit is weak. It's soft. Okay? It's soft. It's weak. Because both sides want to think that they're right. And this is the thing where I watch our people argue on this internet to where they want people to believe them on this side. They want people to believe you on this side. Hold on 1 minute. I got to end this live. I'll be back.